Myself, Dr. G. Suhasini, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Head Department of Zoology, Pingil Government College for Women, Warangal, Telangana, India. Today's topic is Migration of Birds, Part 2. Billions of birds migrate. Where do they go? How do they keep going? As we all know, bird is designed for flight. The combination of lightweight, strength and shape as well as precision control is largely responsible for giving birds their special ability for flight. Every part gives maximum power with a minimum of weight. The heavier the animal, the bigger its wings need to be. The bigger the wings, the more muscle is needed to be more than. Highest aspect ratio of the wings have less indulge lip. Wing shape and size of both bird and planes determine how they might perform or what they might be capable of. Example, gliding, sustain, high speed and maneuverability. One way which the shape of the wings can be described through wing aspect ratio. Where do they go? Many species migrate very long distance. The most common pattern is that birds migrate to the temperate or Arctic northern hemisphere to breed in the summer and migrate south to warmer regions of the winter. There are four main flights or migration routes in North America that most birds follow between their summer and winter location. Migration of birds follows certain traditional migratory routes and passes through at predictable times. These routes tend to avoid landforms that might block their way, such as mountains or water. For soaring birds such as ospreys, eagles, vultures, and hawks, these routes follow paths that take them by areas that generate hot air funnels to rise up from the land. They use this hot air, known as thermals, to soar. By spiraling up a thermal and gliding down to the next one, they save energy needed for long journey. How do they keep going on? This is also a mystery. Some birds eat long along the route, but some birds eat more just before migration and store a special high energy fat in their bodies. This is necessary because some might not eat for several weeks as they migrate. Most birds that require food during the trip fly by night in small flocks. This allows them to eat during the day and avoid some predators. The ability to move in through the air and shape of the wing, they are two things needed for plane flight in birds. Birds use their strong breast muscles to flap their wings and give them the thrust to move through the air and fly in a way. Birds use a swimming motion to get the lift needful to fly. As we all know, a Swiss mathematician Daniel Bernoulli postulated the principle of lift in flight during 1700 to 1782. For a plane or a bird to fly, its wings must produce enough lift to equal its weight. Due to most wings used in flight are special shape called aerofoils or airfoils. This shape is needed to help generate lift. Migration is marked by its annual seasonality. Many birds population migrate long distance along a flyway. The most common pattern follows flying north in the spring to breed in the temperate or the Arctic summer, that is north, migration of north, returning to the autumn to winter grounds in warmer regions. Migratory birds have made their flight 1,000 miles away. The migration to north is for breeding. After breeding, they return to their home places, that is south. Types of patterns of flight in birds. There are different types of patterns: lift and drag, elliptical wings, high speed wings, high aspect ratio wings. And there are three patterns which are very important: flapping flight, soaring flight, gliding flight, and bounding flight. These plays a vital role in the flight. High aspect ratio of the wings. Stability. Long narrow wings give a plane or birds more stability. Aspect ratio and wing loading are combined for different flying capabilities. The ratio of the length of the wings to their width is called aspect ratio. The high aspect ratio indicates long narrow wings. A low aspect ratio indicates short wide wings. Aspect ratio is equal to length of the wings by width of the wings. For example, high aspect ratio combined with low wing loading is used for slow flight such as gliding or soaring. Wing aspect ratio. Wing shape and size of both bird and planes determine how they might perform or what they might be capable of. For example, gliding, sustained high speed and maneuverability. There are different types of flights and mode of flight. Direct flight. Many species fly in a straight and level path while continuously flapping their wings. Examples: ducks, herons, shorebirds, blackbirds. Next, flap and glide. These birds commonly take a break for flapping their wings by soaring and gliding. Example: ravens, owls, hawks. Glide. Glide in order to travel a distance without flapping. Example: swifts, swallows. Next, hawking. This technique refers to flying out and up from a perch, then back again in a circular motion. This is used to hunt for insects on the wings. Example: flycatcher, warblers. Next, hovering. The birds appear in hovering in place. Mostly hummingbirds can do this at will because a unique flexible shoulder joint that enable the bird to create lift during the up and down stroke. Other birds can hover briefly by flying into the wind. Example, hummingbirds, other birds like kelsirs, kingfishers, storm petrels. Next, static soaring. In circular and soar on their long, broad wings. Example, hawks and vultures fly in this manner. Straight line formation. In a straight line formation, while low over the water. Example, pelicans, flamingos, cormorants, some crane flies. Undulating flight. This describes a kind of roller coaster style where the birds flap its wings during the raising phase, then glides as it descends into the valley of the wave. Example, woodpecker, finches. V-shaped formation. This is probably the most recognizable pattern used by migratory birds. The flock is arranged in a V pattern. Each bird slightly higher than the other to take advantage of the lift that is generated by the wing tip vortex of the bird in front of it. The lead bird and outside portion of the formation are the most physically difficult. So the flock members take turns at these positions to help conserve energy. Example, geese, ducks, swans. Next, zigzag movement. The bird fly up and down in a somewhat triangular path. This can be seen when a bird is flushed and is trying to elude predators. Example, snips, grouse. What are the three main types of flight in birds? Flapping, soaring, gliding. Both rely on wings but in different ways. Birds fly in a variety of ways, ranging from flapping, soaring, gliding, hovering. A gliding bird uses its wings weight to overcome air resistance, gliding to its forward motion. A soaring bird, example turkey vultures, maintain or increases its altitude without flapping its wings. We can see here godwit flapping down the wings. And here albatross, we can see the soaring movement. It has flexed its wings, having a long wings. How do birds fly? Birds fly with the help of two types of feathers, that is wing feathers, remiges, tail feather, rectrices. Wing feathers are three types. Help in propel the bird through the air. Primary feather, secondary feather, tertiary feathers are the remiges which help in flight, and tail feather, the rectrices, which acts as a rudder and helps in the direction of the during the flight. There are different types of paths, flight paths. Take routes of widely varying lengths. Some round-trip migrations can be as long as 44,000 miles, equivalent to almost 2 round trips around the world. Others are much shorter. Some birds even migrate on foot. Many cover thousands of miles and move back and forth between continents. Why do birds migrate in V formation? A new study of ISBIS finds that these big winged birds carefully position their wing tips and synchronize their flapping, presumably to catch the preceding bird's updraft and save energy during flight. Squadrons of planes can save fuel by flying in a V shape. Why do birds fly in patterns? For example, some birds, swans, geese, cranes, pelicans, and flamingos form tight V-shaped patterns, while others fly together in loose flocks. V-shaped formations help birds conserve energy since each bird flies slightly ahead of the other. There is less wind resistance. Wonders of the nature. What is murmuration? How do starlings create the How do stars create the patterns their flocks make in the sky? What fields of science help to describe a murmuration? Even if birds do not take part in murmuration, they might flock together in smaller groups. It's wonderful. There is an old saying in the mid 1500 years ago, birds of same feathers flock together. Have you ever seen murmuration? Why do birds fly in murmuration? We think that starlings do it for many reasons. Grouping together offer safety in number. Predators such as peregrine falcons find it harder to target one bird in the middle of the hypnostic flock of thousands. They also gather to keep warm at night and to exchange information such as good feeding areas. What is murmuration? The phenomenon that results when hundreds, sometimes thousands of starlings fly in scooping, intricately coordinated patterns through the sky. It is easy to understand how one starling knows to turn when its neighbor turns, since they are close together and can see each other. Regardless of the size of the murmuration, all the birds seem to be connected to the same network. Who leads? It's a mess confusion, but they seem dominant in the flock. The dominant female decides it's time to go. The flock gains height and forms in large skeins with the dominant bird in the lead. The bird often works in pairs, matching the time they spend in each other's wake by taking frequent shifts in the leading position. According to study, the individuals spend an average of 32% of their time behind another bird and a similar amount of time leading a formation. Why do birds fly in formations? Geese aren't the only birds to fly in a orderly pattern. Example, pelicans and ibises adopt the same V shape when they fly in flocks. What do these birds have in common? And what benefits do they gain from flying in V shape? Not all birds fly in V shape. Example, variety of hummingbirds, finches and sparrows all migrate, but these birds are too small to gain an energy saving benefits from flying in formations. Not all birds even fly. For that matter, example, flightless birds, emu from Australia migrates too, but does so on foot, and no migrating emu do not run in formation. Flock formation. This compound formation is a blend of two or most common flock formations. One is cluster formation. Example, the pigeons where a large number of birds fly in a moving three-dimensional cloud with no formal structure. This structure is useful for avoiding predators. The second is simple V formation. Example, the Canadian geese, where a smaller number of birds will line up in a well-defined two-dimensional V shape. Lastly, mind memory. How many types of flight patterns are there? Why birds are flying in a formation that looks like V? When do birds migrate? How many birds are migrating? What is murmuration?